to update you guys on what's going on with Carlee Russel, there's a new press conference that dropped today where more detailed information has come out. But we have somebody in the studio who isn't aware of it. That's Keon.
I haven't heard nothing.
So, Keon, E-Man, glad you guys are here. So, Carlee Russel is a black woman who called 911 on the side of a highway, and said that she saw a baby on the side of the road. She decided to say, I'm going to go ahead and stop, get this baby. And before she was able to, retrieve the baby, she came up missing. A relative of hers, called 911 and said that she got snatched up. The police came less than 5 minutes later to the scene on the side of the highway, saw the car, found the Apple Watch, cell phone, her wig, other things still in the car, and no sign of Carlee. Mm-hmm. Days went by, social media went crazy. Where's Carlee Russel? And it got really heavy. So 48 hours went by. After 49 hours went by, she shows up at her parents' door, perfectly fine. Mm-hmm. People were like, what's going on? They heard her story. She was more off-putting. Like, the family was like, yo, give us privacy. When just 24 hours earlier, they were about, find our daughter. Where's our daughter? Mm-hmm. Everybody spread it. Everybody tell everybody. Mm-hmm. And then it instantly started to it started to shift the mood of the family. And there's a lot of conflicting statements about, whether she was in and out of consciousness. But when the EMTs arrived, she was perfectly conscious and responding to verbal cues. And it was just conflicting reports. Just things smelled fishy.
Fishy, right.
After an investigation was done, Carlee, we found out that Carlee went and stole some towels from her job as well as other things. They tracked her every move leading up to that highway. Mm-hmm. She went to Target. She purchased some snacks. I believe they were Cheez-Its and such. Then she went to a convenience store or whatever to get some food, blah, blah, blah. All the way leading up to the part, there was a traffic camera that saw her car on the highway as she was calling 911. They synced up the call to the video, and she said that she saw this baby. There was no baby on the footage.
Okay, yeah, that's where I was getting lost. Yeah,
because no one was talking about the baby.
Right.
There was no baby on the footage, and from what I seen, what the public had seen, we didn't see Carlee get out of her car or nothing. Mm-hmm. That's still part of the investigation that they won't show the public. Mm. A lot of people have come out and said there's some scamming going on. What's going on? She's lying.
Did she got mental health?
She got to.
I don't know. But there was a scan of her internet search history.
Oh, yeah.
And some of her internet search history came up with how much does it cost to buy an Amber Alert? How old do you have to be to get an Amber Alert? There was Google searches of the movie Taken.
Yep.
There was...
Is it for cloud?
There was Googled purchasing tickets to a bus station.
Yep.
Or a train station. Bus station, train station.
Bus station.
For her to be gone.
Yeah.
And all of these things combined with all of the testimony and all that, that was enough to make people be like, what's going on? Mm-hmm. Me personally, Jody of Jody's Corner, I chose, as I was following this case from day 2, I chose not to make any videos about this situation. Because what's at stake here is bigger than me. Mm-hmm. It is bigger than even black people. Mm-hmm. As I believed that this woman was freaking lying, I said, I'm not about to put no coverage out there. Right. I'm not about to cover it and pile on her and say all these because I recognize this as being a real, potentially serious problem for black people, especially black women. Mm-hmm. We already live in a society where nobody listens to, doesn't care about, doesn't think, or even bother to investigate issues and complaints from black women regarding SA at all. Black women are overlooked, marginalized, pushed to the side, and not taken seriously. That problem exists historically. That is a problem before Carlee even did what she did, allegedly, right? Mm-hmm. So for me to sit up here and make a video covering about it, I just didn't feel right. I didn't feel right because more evidence needs to come out, and a lot of people are going to do enough of that. A lot of other people are going to be doing enough of Carlee Russel dogpiling. And she deserves to be dogpiled, right? If all of this is true. She deserves it, right? But the underlying problem that I'm sad about is the effect that Carlee Russell's decision is going to have on black women moving forward. The precedents that Carlee Russel has just become. She's the female, potentially, Jussie Smollett. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to believing black women, which is already something that it seems like the Me Too movement, it seems like the feminist empower movement about believing all women, black women are still not even a part of that. Believing all women but black women. That's how it seems. Too many black women are touched as children in our culture. We have a epidemic within black culture of our little black girls being touched. I've had numerous relationships with many different women and have had friends and have conversations with many different women, and too many of these women that I've been dating and knowing and conversing with and being with and hanging with and have been touched in my life with what I know, based on all the women that I've known, talked to, and discussed. I think 70% of the black women that I know in my life have been touched as a kid. What the freak is that? That's a serious problem. It's almost normal, but untalked about. It's a serious problem. And what Carlee Russel is doing, you better believe that in the future, by the time the next girl says something, poor black girl says something, the next one after that, the next one after that, the people in positions of power and the naysayers, you better believe that they're going to bring up Carlee Russel to completely discredit anything that the next black woman has to say. That's the damage that she's done here. That's the potential anguish that's going to be unleashed upon this world. Carlee Russel. I don't know the details of this update. I'm reacting to these details in real time. So let's go ahead and take a listen about the new details from the Carlee Russel investigation.
Keep in mind, this is still an ongoing investigation, and there are some questions we simply cannot answer at this point. With that, I'll turn it over to Chief Dursis.
Thank you, Captain.
Yes.
Good afternoon. Thanks to everyone for attending again today. I want to thank the members of our department and all of law enforcement who played a role in the investigation of this case.
And I would like to say that as I've been looking over this and following it, this police department has did nothing but a good job in taking Carlee Russel's investigation seriously. This black woman was listened to, and they did a full investigation, and no rock was left unturned. And they handled themselves professionally, bro.
Last Wednesday, July 19th, we held a press conference and provided you with the facts of the Carlee Russel disappearance. We told you the investigation was ongoing, and we helped you determine where Carlee was during the 49 hours of her disappearance. Today I've talked to and received a statement from Mr. Emery Anthony, attorney for Carlee Russel. Mr. Anthony has scheduled a meeting for Carlee to meet with investigators early this afternoon, but then I received an email stating that a statement was being provided by him on her behalf. Mr. Anthony asked that I read the statement in its entirety, which I will do now. My client has given me permission to make the following statement on her behalf. There was no kidnapping on Thursday, July 13th, 2023. My client did not see a baby on the side of the road. My client did not leave the Hoover area when she was identified as a missing person. My client did not have any help in this incident, but this was a single act done by herself. My client was not with anyone or any hotel with anyone during the time she was missing. My client apologizes for her actions to this community, the volunteers who were searching for her, to the Hoover Police Department and other agencies as well, as to her friends and family. We ask for your prayers for Carlee as she addresses her issues and attempts to move forward, understanding that she made a mistake in this matter. Carlee, again, ask for your forgiveness and prayers. We have a meeting scheduled with Mr. Anthony to further discuss this case.
They're going to charge her.
That's why that's a statement from the attorney. She deserves to be in jail.
They're going to charge her.
God damn.
And she's in
God
Alabama.
damn. By herself.
Damn.
She did it by herself. She said she absolved everybody. That means you were staying. She was probably staying in the woods. They found everything that was on her person that could track her: iPhone, phone, watch, whole purse. But snacks that she purchased at the Target were missing. What kidnapper is gonna let you keep the snacks? I think she went into them woods to eat those snacks for the 2 days. I think she went into the woods, my nigga. So she'll have some shit to eat.
Layover.
While she was in the motherfucking woods for 2 days,
Which is crazy by itself.
I think it was also told that she had money on her as well.
Yeah.
And the money was in her socks or something like
She
that.
better
And then
claim
she
she's
said
schizo.
she said whatever that she got the money from, I guess the kidnappers, or she took the money from the kidnappers.
she
some
said
shit like
she
that.
was taken. She ended up in a big rig truck with a white man with a red beard with a bald spot.
And he let her go.
They
or some shit
undressed
like
her
that.
naked, tied her up, but none of them really touched her. She made this up. She made a description up of a white man
Yeah.
with red hair, orange hair, with a bald spot.
Yeah, there's somebody walking out there that's driving a Yeah.
She basically used in her mind a typical looking trucker. What would a trucker nigga
Hell
look
no,
like?
nigga, worse than that.
He got the
And
horn.
she saw the nigga was in line with somebody and saw, okay, I'm gonna use this description. Hey, worse than that. The 7-Eleven, she went to go purchase some shits. Okay, I'm gonna use this description.
We're currently in discussions with the Jefferson County District Attorney's Office in Bessemer about possible criminal charges related to this case, and we will announce those charges when and if they are filed.
All right, with that, we'll
He
take a
said,
few questions.
when? You see him emphasize when? You hear that?
When possible criminal charges related to this case, and we will announce those charges when and if they are filed.
And if they're filed.
We will announce those charges when
And if they're filed.
or if they are filed. He's telling her like, bitch, you're done.
Yeah, right.
Questions are coming in.
All right, with that, we'll take a few questions. As Officer Hale said, when I call on you, please state your name and your affiliation. Yes, sir.
Keith Mims, WAGG 610 100.1 FM Summit Media. Chief, do we at this time, or does the Hoover Police Department know the whereabouts of Carlee Russel during that 49-hour period that she was supposedly missing?
Now, as I said the other day, was talking facts and everything. If I said anything today, would just be speculation. Actual facts, we do not.
Aaron Llewellyn, WBC 13. Can you tell us what her motivation was for doing this, if you can?
I wish I could tell you. I think only Carlee knows, and maybe her attorney now, but again, the statement that we received from him does not indicate any.
Brittany G on WBRC, can you give us an idea of what charges you may be filing against her?
That would strictly be up to the district attorney's office.
David Lamb, CBS 42.
Scheduled with the attorney, and that will take place some point tomorrow.
And there is no meeting with Carlee Russel or her family at this point.
Not scheduled, no, sir.
Bria Chapman with Fox 6. What's next to close this investigation?
Well, again, we want to talk to Mr. Anthony tomorrow and see if he has any more to discuss about the case. We'll certainly be asking if we'll get an opportunity to again interview Carlee like we've wanted to since she returned.
Chief Stephen Quinn, ABC 3340.
Yes, sir.
Your reaction now, knowing that Carlee has admitted that this was made up?
Well, I'm glad that we got this. You know, we certainly laid the facts out to you guys and to the national media that had a lot of interest in this particular case. The sad thing is that again, there were so many people.
Never once did he say, I think that she's lying. He made sure to say, like, just going by the facts. Like, this what happened at this time, this is where she went, this is where she... And looking at the facts, you could see a pattern of, this bitch is lying. And he let the public come up with that estimation of her, not them. Because it's a sensitive situation.
You're in Alabama.
You can't be...
Hoover, Alabama.
You feel me? So, Alabama's a very racist
Yeah.
state.
You can look at him in his face and tell his granddaddy been to a few lynches.
That were involved took this thing very, very seriously, and again, we wanted the focus to be bringing her home. She got home. We're very excited about that. It is what it is. The facts, I think, last Wednesday pretty much showed that we knew that it was a hoax.
Lisa Crane,
They knew it was
WBCM 13. Do you know the expense you went to during this search? And if you don't have a dollar figure for us, just how big it was for you guys?
Well, it was all hands on deck, and we don't have a dollar figure yet, but.
She's going to be responsible via restitution for everything that everybody. She had people that actually lost black girls looking for her.
Yeah, the lady came out and said that her daughter. She said this girl did this. Her daughter went missing, and they were looking for her daughter, and they haven't found her yet.
Taking resources
You know
away
what I'm saying?
from other people that's
Yeah,
children are actually
that people
Reopening the wounds
Yeah.
and the trauma of parents that have lost little black girls or black or just little girls.
period. Yeah.
The-
And this to me is just sad because it's kind of like
It
you're
better
really
be- it
looking
better-
for this.
don't say clout.
It's,
Let it be
no,
mental
I'm
health.
not. No, I'm just saying.
What
You're really
else could it be?
You're looking for this
She's
much
definitely
attention.
looking for clout.
Yeah, it's either clout or mental health. Those are the only two options.
And even if it is mental health, this is still like to the point where
They looked in her phone history. They didn't. I don't think if there was a mental health. Well, he did say there were some things that she was looking at on her phone that they couldn't disclose, which could be some mental health stuff. But nah, bro. Looking at the pictures and the photos, all the shit that she be doing. She's a party girl, fun loving. Parents never talked about her mental health when they were looking for her. You know what I'm saying?
Well, of course,
because
they'll
if she
keep
was
that-
mentally ill, they would be like, no. They would have added to that. But she's mentally ill. She doesn't know what she's doing. Someone help her. To make people even more sad to find her. Nah, bro. Not buying that shit.
That's what her attorney's gonna use. You
you think they're gonna plead insanity?
She can't. Well, yeah, that's her best bet.
They're gonna plead insanity.
They're gonna plead she's schizo. Oh, that's what she look like?
This is what she looks like. She looks like a regular, everyday, modern black woman. That's her.
Damn, you couldn't just find a nigga and just sit on his lap and just call it a fucking day.
This is Carlee Russel. This woman
I saw the
did
picture
all of this bullshit.
on the gram where they show her next to Jussie Smollett. I was like, damn.
She is. She's she's the Jussie Smollett. She's the female Ray Fisher. A liar. And yep, bro, it's a wrap, bro. It's a wrap for.
Yeah.
And this is a devastating thing that's going to affect a lot of little black girls who say, I was this, or parents who say, my daughter this, or accusations that any black woman has to put out to social media or to the police. Is going to be fifth guessed. Because they're black women, it's second guessed, third guessed, fourth
Yeah,
guessed.
that's why he handled it the way that he handled it.
You got yourself 7 more guesses after this shit.
Yeah, she's definitely getting incarcerated with this shit though, bro. Because the thing is, though, is that people they walked. You know what I'm saying? They went out. They did a search party for her. You know what I'm saying? And that's big. And then,
But it's telling me
she's
that
also doing taxpayers, time. Those cosplaying out there and all that other shit. Like that. That's something else. So, this female, I feel like her lawyer is going to try to plead insanity for her though.
Here's her
that
parents.
moment you all first laid eyes on her again.
Look at
What
them
was
lying.
it like?
Oh no.
This was all a lie.
To me, I mean,
Wait, this is when
This was after Carlee
came home.
This is Carlee Russell's parents. This is after she came home.
Okay, got it.
just so much
Look at the father.
joy.
Okay, wait.
This morning, in an exclusive sit-down with NBC News,
look at that.
the parents of 25-year-old Carlee Russell are speaking out, describing the moment their daughter appeared on their doorstep after being missing for more than 48 hours.
What did you do when you saw her?
We tried to hug her as best we could, but I had to stand back because she was not in a good state. So we had to stand back and let medical professionals work with her. But it's okay.
You had to hug your daughter after not seeing her, but you had to stand back. That's a lie off top, nigga. First thing a mother do when they see their child is hug them,
Yeah,
console
regardless of
them,
the state
touch
that
them.
they're
Get
in.
the freak back with that bullshit. Look at this lie. Look at this nigga right here. No, he lying.
Last Thursday, police say Carlee called 911 to report a toddler walking alone on the interstate. She pulled over while on the phone with a family member who described hearing Carlee scream.
Her vehicle was unlocked, running. all her personal belongings except for her phone.
On the scene, police found no sign of Carlee or a child, and they say no children were reported as missing during that time period. The Russells waited in agony until Saturday night.
There were actually just so many calls and texts from people who maliciously lied to us. I just didn't know people could be so evil.
Authorities have not indicated where Carlee was during the 48 hours she was missing or what happened. Her parents declined to share what their daughter told them, citing the ongoing investigation.
And can you tell me what happened Saturday night? Did you just get a knock at the door?
Anything leading to the case itself, we can't discuss that.
But
anything leading to the case itself, we can't discuss that. When an hour earlier you were begging the world to get involved with your daughter and to know your story. You went from help me everybody know, you need to know about Carlee. Carlee is this, Carlee is that, Carlee is this, to anything involved with the case. We're gonna go ahead and leave that alone.
That's the lawyers, though.
Please give us some privacy.
You know what? You think the parents was in on it?
Privacy. Yes, the parents are in.
Oh,
I believe the parents are in on it.
Oh no! And they was like, "You came home too early, bitch," and they got mad at her.
No,
that's what happened.
I don't think they were in on it from the beginning. The parents were in on it after she came home, and then became a part of the. All right, baby, I'm gonna protect you. I'll lie for you and all that bullshit.
But they say speculation about the circumstances surrounding Carlee's disappearance are only making things worse.
She's having to deal with the trauma of people just making completely false allegations about her.
Her family now urging the public to let the investigation play out, but mentioning an abductor. Her mother asking to read a brief message to the public.
Carlee has given detectives her statement so that they can continue to pursue her abductor.
Do you believe that there's an abductor still out there?
To pursue her abductor.
Do you believe that there's an abductor still out there?
Mad.
To pursue her abductor.
Look at his lip.
Do you believe that there's an abductor still out there?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
NBC News has reached out to the Hoover Police Department to ask whether they're looking for an individual involved. Police have just said
wow.
So it's a sad day, man. It's a sad time right
This
there.
is
it's a sad.
Ain't nothing good coming from this. Nothing good is gonna come from this, man. I think that this is just bad for black women. It's bad for black people.
Yeah, black people.
Black
period.
women took a huge L as a group because of what Carlee did.
Yeah, where
my bad, not Carlee, Carleethia. What Carleethia did, you got to change your name if you even can, because you're going to be a convicted criminal. I don't know if convicted criminals can change their name under certain circumstances.
No, you can't.
We'll see what's up.
Better shave your head.
You ain't never going to get a boyfriend again unless he's mentally ill.
Yeah.
Because nobody going to want to be with a lying bitch.
Yeah.
You did that.
Well, tell him what else
Stay
you would do.
away from me.
Right, yeah, that's just as deep as
You'll never have a real relationship.
Yeah, so she has to lie, which wouldn't be hard for her to do, about everything about her life. She'll try to never bring this up. She'll hope that people have short memories when it comes to this.
I mean, which they will, but
the precedence is going to remind us when the next black woman has a problem. Guarantee you, Carlee.
What's crazy
is going to pop up.
What's crazy is that in this state, somebody else could really come up missing or really going through some shit, and when the family contacts the law enforcement about it like actually happening, they might not even believe this shit because this shit's gonna be still fresh, or this because it's still fresh in people's mind.
Yeah,
but see,
and that person's
my
gonna
thing
be
is they never
missing or
believe.
hurt.
My thing is you're right, but they never believe black women to begin with. The only thing this does is reinforces what they already thought they felt about black women,
and will probably make them go even further, bro.
Yeah. Because I don't think they ever believed black women to begin with, like you said.
Bro,
but
her boyfriend, brother, all of them were looking for her, bro. Now she's single. Her job fired her. I think the job fired her obviously because she's a lying bitch.
That's a bad look. Yeah, we can't be associated.
But they have a lot of reason to fire her because she stole their shit.
But
she stole the property that she was.
Was she in the medical field or some
something like that? I think. No, was it a spa?
It was a spa.
I believe she worked at a spa.
She was a masseuse.
Okay, because I seen the white coat. That's why.
She stole some towels and stuff.
That's bad press. All that is just bad look.
It's bad period though, and it's just sad. It's just really sad for this whole situation that's happening. I mean, people like that. if they don't suffer from mental health, they have something else going on with them that they need help mentally. Because when you think of doing something like this as a game or anything like that, something is wrong with you.
What the fuck the parents come out to speak for?
You know
We
what
don't
I'm
got
saying?
no statement at the time. Nigga, I wouldn't.
They were trying to defend her, bro. Because
Like-
people were onto this from the jump. Like, yo, that don't even sound right.
Yeah.
She just showed up to the doorstep. Everything okay? No. She did what? When they
Yeah.
heard the evidence and stuff, they were like, man, this bitch is lying.
It's crazy. Like, who wakes up in the morning and say, you know what? I'm about to make this whole shit happen. I'm about to disappear. I'm about to do Amber
Bro.
Alerts. Who wakes up and think about doing
Jesse
shit like that?
It's for cap,
Crazy.
attention,
Yeah.
for notoriety, bro, clout.
Just to see your name on Google.
This society that we live in is about, bro, I think clout is more dangerous than money. I think clout is more dangerous than sex.
Cause like if this never went down, they never like found out that she was lying, she would be getting on talk shows. She would be getting money coming in. Who knows? She would probably had a documentary of her story.
Oh,
They did a lot of this shit. If this shit didn't come out, that if she was lying, everything else would have came out.
I think clout is the new bad thing of the modern era, bro. What people are willing to do for clout, they'll go very far.
They definitely gonna make a spoof about this. A funny ass, stupid ass spoof about this. So yeah, you may be right.
I'm not necessarily sure that you can get a black woman to do everything that Carlee did for $50,000. Yo, bitch, I'll give you $50,000 if you fake your kidnapping, have the whole world involved with
A
it, say
dumb
that there
one.
was a baby, tell this story, word for scene, everything that Carlee did. I don't think that you could pay a sane person $50,000.
Or a sane person.
Black
no.
person. A regular
sane
black
black
woman.
woman, no.
Yes, a regular black woman. Here's $50,000 if you do this.
Disappear.
Go in the woods for 49 hours.
I'm saying, Blueface girl would do that.
I don't think that people would do that, bro.
That's why he said.
I don't think
sane.
most people would,
That's why
bro.
I said sane. That's why we had to specify sane.
But for clout, she's willing to do a lot of that.
yeah,
This
that
is
makes
terrible,
That's
though.
tough, bro.
It's terrible, and it just makes you a really
It's
bad
sad, bro.
person,
All right.
man.
Like the video for the coverage and discussion, but yeah, bro. I'm sorry, black women. Oh, one more thing. One more thing that I have to say. Knowing this, now is the time. Now is the time for black women to rise up and hold Carlee accountable.
I agree with that.
This shit up.
This is the time where black women need to unite and call out the bad behaviors of one of their own. Demonize it because it's affecting you the most. That's where I'm at. Thank you guys so very much for watching.
Bless you.
Hell.